Good morning, everyone. This is Norwood McClendon reporting. Fort Worth temperature 56 degrees, Dallas 55.
Nice day for a motorcade. Early lunch today. I want everybody downstairs to see the president.
Now they've turned on to Elm Street.
There he is!
Thank you for sitting down with Yahoo Movies, Paul. So the 50th anniversary of JFK's assassination is coming soon. How does this film honor that?
It sets aside any of the conspiracy, non-conspiracy stuff and just addresses the purely traumatic human dimension of it. You know, This was just an awful thing.
I think anything that tries to tell the absolute truth about something is honoring real events.
Our job is not to beat you over the head with one version or the other. It's just a moment in time. This is 48 hours, and this is what happened in those 48 hours.
This is the side that no one's ever seen. It doesn't deal with the theoretical whodunit. It deals with the actual experience of surviving the weekend, and there hasn't been a movie like it.
It's the president. He's coming in.
He's probably got the flu.
We do not know officially.
His head just flew to pieces.
Doctor?
Who's the attendant?
Right now, it is just you.
One thing that struck me was seeing what Jackie Kennedy went through.
Yeah.
And
Right. We got the woman was standing there the whole time in the operating room. I mean, it's crazy.
Jack Yo has such a mythical place in our cultural lexicon. To me, she was just a wife who lost her husband, and that's how we wanted to address her in that trauma room.
It's very journalistic. It's a very documentary sort of film, and that's understandable because Peter Landsman, who wrote and directed it, is a journalist himself.
One thing that always struck me when I read the script and still is the movie, which I think is my favorite part of it, is when all those poor guys are trying to get the casket onto the plane.
Dear God. This work okay, Dave? This is just fine, Lim.
And it's just this simple thing that you never would have thought of, that they're like, well, where are we gonna put it? We can't put him in the car. We have to take the seats out, and they're freaking out. And that really kind of distressing, painful thing.
Mr. Zapruder, I'm Forrest Sorrells, United States Secret Service. The film in that camera is the only way we have to know what happened out here today.
You know, I think of the analogy as to 9/11, which I lived through in New York, which was another remarkable seminal moment in history. And this movie to me is 9/11, 9/12, 9/13. You know, what it was like to be under the towers near all that pile in those early days.
What's so interesting with the Zapruder film is that it was the first time you had a record, but it's only 26 seconds of it, and only one man shot it. And now there's so much record of that day, 9/11, that it's interesting, you know? I mean, and it's fascinating to know that they couldn't develop that film all day long. They went from place to place to place, and there was nobody who could develop Super 8 film. They didn't even know what was in that camera.
Jesus Christ.
And I love the way this film tells dozens and dozens of stories about ordinary people affected by this huge event.
This is such a generalized topic, and what we want to do is get specific about it and how one act of violence has a ripple effect over all the people who are around it, but also the world.
To me, there's no compelling evidence that it was anybody but Lee Harvey Oswald. And I think that a lot of this conversation is because people can't accept the fact that somebody so small, insignificant, and anonymous killed somebody so mythic.